Am I audible? Yes, students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me start the class then. Okay. I'm sharing the content. So is my screen visible? Can you see the screen now? Can you see my screen? Yes, students, please reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in the last class, we studied about the spiral model and the verification model, right? Verification and validation model, also known as the V model. So till now we have already studied about the waterfall model, iterative waterfall model, prototype model, spiral model. Then obviously last one is V-shaped model. So we are left with one more model. So lots of other models are also there. I think Big Bang model is also there. So I want you to explore it and just study on your own. So we'll study one more thing today. Is the last model is the agile model. So this agile model is the model which is used by the companies nowadays. People are not using this old model like the waterfall, iterative, and everything. They are not using it. They are in companies, big organizations. They are following the agile model. So in agile model, so what this agile means? Versatile. Okay, the meaning of this English word is versatile. So basically, it's a combination of iteration and the increment model. That means what happens is they build the product in iteration, and they don't build the product is not developed in one go. First, the planning is done, and in the planning phase itself, everything, your scope of the project and the requirement is made very clear in advance, and then we keep on moving. They keep on developing the product in iterations, and that iteration, each iteration consists of 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, 1 month time they keep on delivering the product to the customer. Okay, and if the additional features are required, then the features are added to the existing model itself. Again, in the next iteration, suppose one feature is developed in 1 month, and then in the next month again, and in another iteration, that is in another iteration, other features will be keep on adding in iterations basis. Okay, so that is a product is developed in entire project is developed broke down into small builds, like small parts. Okay, so what happens is it adds flexibility to the product. Okay, then it is basically other whatever, so the like projects you studied or models you studied, that was basically focused on the requirement, but here it is more focused on the flexibility. Whichever part is required first, we concentrate on that part, and that part is developed, that important part is developed, and later after 1 month again the other part is delivered. Maybe not 1 month, maybe after 2 weeks another part is developed. So that in that case, this is how this is how the product is developed, phase by phase. So and each iteration, here it is known as sprints. Here it is known as in agile the iterations are termed as sprints. So if I don't use mention the words iteration and I tell sprints, that means the same thing, like after one sprint, that is iteration. Okay, sprint lasts for, so each iteration or each sprint lasts for 2 to 4 weeks. That is after one product is developed, after one product is developed in after in the next iteration the other things will be developed. So as I mentioned before also, it is not developed in one go. Based on the requirement of the customer, it is keeps on developing. Whatever part is now important, that is developed first, and later on modifications are made on. Okay, so what happens in each iteration, testing is done. In each iteration testing is done so that one feature is added. Now let's test it. If it works fine, then and given to the customer, and the customer is happy with it because they were involved in the entire process. Later the next feature they keep on working. So for every feature they go for the testing process. So customer feedback is also taken here. So that is why what happens, the risk of failure is less over here in each sprint. So this agile program, this agile model is now used these days, okay, in the companies. But the major, like, we have lots of advantages, like product, we don't have to wait for months and months to deliver to get the product ready. But there is difference for this thing. For agile iteration, for agile model to use, it's very important that the persons involved are very well trained. They need to be well experienced, okay, because if someone is up to go for this coding part or for designing part, so if they are not well trained, they cannot do it in such a shortage amount of time. And like the other processes, what happens, modifications were costly, right? Modification used to cost us much, but here, since everything is everyone is involved, and it is like made then in there, it is delivered then in there, so it is not so much, so cost is also worked on that. So what is the advantages? Obviously, when you develop one like features, whichever feature you need, first develop that module and then other modules later. So what happens, it adds flexibility to the system. So you can keep on adding. So modification is possible here. So obviously in that case flexibility is there, and that is why new features can be added easily after maybe one iteration, or after each sprint the features get added. Okay, so customer satisfaction, as the feedback and the suggestions are taken at every stage. Every stage means each sprint. After one phase, that is after one iteration, you deliver the product to the customer. If they're happy, then only we move to the next sprint, right? So that is why customer satisfaction is also there. Next, what are the disadvantages? In agile, we don't have any documentation. We don't keep the documentation because the project is developed then and there and given to the customer. They use it, they like the product, so there is no time for documentation. So there is one disadvantage, because in the later stage, when some other people, these people leave the organization and some other people wants to join in, they suffer. Because how they will know that what the other developers or the other members of the organization, what technologies were used before? So they are not aware of it, and they may take time. But if they have a proper documentation, they just go through the documentation and they know it, what's going on. So obviously next point is agile needs experienced and highly skilled resources. So if you want to go for this one, you need obviously experienced person. Some fresher people, okay, just if they don't have good at programming only, how will they do it? Okay, they have no experience and they just join the company. Now they are not able to do it because they need to understand the thing. So it minimum is like 5 years experience, then only we can go for it. And also the major disadvantage is that if like a person is not very clear about the product, what he wants at the beginning, then also the project may fail, because the planning is done beforehand only. Okay, so if you go for the diagram, so this is the various diagrams. So as I said, in each sprint, that is each iteration is of 2 to 4 weeks. So this is the requirement gathering, and then design, coding, testing. Again we'll move to this phase, increment 1. Okay, so this is done. So we go to here, if the customer is satisfied. So this is how it is done. So here we have mentioned 3 iterations, that is the 3 sprints are there. Sprints means iteration. So very easy, like if we go for this, in nowadays this is followed. Whatever like module you need first, that is created in 2 through 1 month time, maximum 1 month time, and given to the user. Use it. If you find any problem, okay, you want additional features, then again it is implemented. Within 2 months your project is ready, or maybe within 1 month your project is ready. Okay, but for the other models we need to wait for, okay, time, cost estimations, lot of designs will be there. Once design phase will continue. So these things are problem. But in agile, these are not the problem. So that is why nowadays companies are following this agile model. Any confusion? Any confusion? Yes, students? No I speaking. Okay, let me move next. So this was the last model. So what I want you people to do is, please do a self-learning on agile model, because this is very important. You may get an interview. When you sit for interviews, they may ask you about like Scrum and everything else, like agile programming. So I want you to like go through this agile model through like you can Google it and find some good points in agile. Okay, please study this agile one. Next, moving to, this is not a model. Yes, yes, someone is saying something. Who said?
Ma'am, just explain the diagram once.
Okay. So you see, as I mentioned here, we do the works in iterations. So you can see, in 1 month time we will go for this requirement gathering. After, because as I say, requirement gathering is done beforehand only. We have a plan, and then whatever module is needed first, we'll design it, code it, and test it. Okay, so after that we give it to the user, and if there is a fault, we will work on that iteration. If no fault is there and the customer is happy, we'll focus on the next feature, and we'll keep on doing that. After this one, we will deploy it. Okay, and last one is the maintenance. That is, it will go for this one, iteration sprint. After 2 to 4 weeks, we'll keep on adding. Here I have shown for 3, but if the project is big one, so they can get like more number of iterations will be there, but at least the customer is able to use the product also. Here it's taking less time. Okay, so that is why I'm getting they are able to get how they are working on the real project itself, real product itself. Okay, is it clear? Please, like what you do, you please study this one,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
yeah, for this one we have like in agile testing lots of types of there. Okay, like we have Scrum, we have extreme programming, but these are the part not required for like being like for graduation. For master degree it is important, but for now it's not important, so I'm not going into the depth of it. But this agile is actually a different subject, so it's a very huge topic, so I don't want to like confuse you people. So for now this much is okay. So you should know what is an agile model. That's it. Moving next, we should now know what does this word. So this, all the SDLC models are over. Okay, for now SDLC models are over. So this is the next topic, verification and validation. So verification and validation, this may mean the same thing to you, but they are different. So basically these things, verification and validation, it falls under this topic, software testing. We'll study just an overview of like verification and validation here, and then later when we move to module 4, we'll be studying about this testing part. What are the no, not in module 4, module 5 maybe. What are the types of testing are there? So what does this verification mean? So verification, basically it refers to the set of activities that ensures that the software correctly implements a specific function. Okay, the software, any function you have, suppose you go for a simple software, addition, then subtraction, maybe a calculator. Okay, so that verification means the software you are using for adding numbers, suppose a plus symbol you are using, that function, when you click the plus, that is adding two numbers, that is not doing some miscalculation. Okay, so that is the simple, is your function working properly or not? And what does this validation refers to? It's a different set of activities that ensure that the software that has been built is traceable to customer requirements. Now, what does this mean? Validation means the software you develop, it meets the customer requirements. So the software, before verification, you thought like, okay, the plus minus symbol are working properly or not. This function we have written some code, whether it's like working properly, it's doing its job or not. And validation means that whatever the product is developed, it whether it meets the customer requirement or not. Okay, something maybe the product, it should not be something like the customer wanted something for calculation, but not a something for calculation calculator, maybe a calculator program he wanted, but you developed something else. So they just check that it meets the requirement or not. So this man Boham, this man stated is into when to the stated this verification and validation. So how is stated? So verification means, are we building the product right, that functions correctly, right? And validation means, are we building the right product? This feels like synonymous, same thing, but it is not. So very important. So I have also described it afterwards. Okay, just see here. So here, if you see, basically verification is a process of checking documents, design, code and program in order to check if the software has been built according to the requirement or not. So the main goal of verification means to ensure the quality of software application. Okay, so you have to check it. So what are the processes involved? Reviews and inspection, even walkthroughs are there. So you need to review the system. And what does this validation does? If the software actually meets the exact needs of the customer or not. Okay, so here this kind of testing, this validation process involves some testing. We also studied these things a bit about it in a V model, if you just remember. Unit testing, integration testing, user testing, system testing, and the user acceptance testing. We have heard this term in the V model. I have also mentioned in the slide also. Okay, so these things fall under this validation testing. Now, the difference is very much important. We are knowing the difference, and very important question from examination point of view also. Even in interviews, they ask you what is the difference between verification and validation. So I have listed out some points over here. You can see. So verification process includes checking of documents, design, code, and program, whereas validation process includes testing and validation of the actual product. Next is, verification does not involve code execution. So you, when go for this verification, we don't have to go for the program code execution, but validation will involve the code execution. Okay. Next, verification uses methods. Obviously, I told you, reviews and inspection, where validation uses methods like this black box testing, review, like white box testing. We'll also discuss about it, not here, like in the last module. Okay, so just now these are the kinds of testing: black box, white box, and non-functional testing. Certain Bria is waiting. Just wait. I don't know. Probably. Okay. Next is, verification checks whether the software confirms a specification, whereas validation checks whether the software meets that. So same thing are repeated. Unit in validation, the customer requirements and expectations should be met, and verification, it confirms to whether the function is correct or not. So next point is, verification finds the bugs early in the development cycle. Now you know what does the development cycle mean, right? The phases in the SDLC. Okay, whereas validation finds the bugs that verification cannot catch. Okay, some of the problem errors may be there which are unable to detect by the verification. So that is done by the validation. Again, verification process targets on software architecture, design, database, etc., while validation process targets the actual software product. Okay. Next, so this was all about the difference about the verification and validation. So if you remember this point also, then it's also okay, you can just write it by yourself. You don't have to mug it up. Okay. I know these two statements are a bit confusing, but you can go through these two statements. Okay. And this was all about the verification and validation. Moving to the next, if we have system engineering. So basically, the system engineering, like software engineering, is a consequence of the system engineering only. So in system engineering, what it involves, like the analysis and designing, organizing. In that here again. Okay, so on organizing those elements into a system that can be a product. Okay, so which helps in the transformation. These are nothing but see this system engineering, you know what are the things you should know, that's it. And you can just write it in your own, so not very much important from your like interview also, but you should know, since it is in your module, so you should know about it, what is system engineering. So this system engineer, you have a post system engineering companies. So what does these people do? They analyze the code, and they design also, they organize. So these things are done by the system engineer. Okay, so and if this system engineering process is called business process engineering, when it focuses on some business enterprise, then it is known as business process engineering. Also, if it focuses on the product, okay, just wait. And when it focuses on some product, any product it may be, here I have given the air traffic control system, you can have an ATM machine also, or wireless telephone, anything, then it is the product, right? So that is now called product engineering. So both business process engineering and product engineering attempt to bring order to the development of computer based system. Just remember, I know that it may feel a bit ancient, because these things, this software engineering is not a subject which is like introduced recently, right? It's a very old subject when these things were not there, right? ATMs and everything. So examples here we find a bit like ancient type of, we can use the word ancient, right? Like very old examples. Okay, so nowadays we are going for, because this before software engineering we had this system engineering, so that is why we are getting this. And this both business product process engineering and product engineering work to allocate the role for a computer software. Right now this computer software, they work either this, when you join any company, you work for either product based companies or business oriented. So that is why that is the purpose of a computer based system. So all these things, like from my side, if you have any confusion, so these things you can just directly go through the slide. Okay, system engineering and nothing is there. What is system engineering? And here you have what is product engineering and business process engineering. That's it. And verification, this verification and validation is important here. Okay, any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so since no confusion, I would like to assign you one task. Tomorrow we have a class, right? I think first 10:15. Yes, right? So what I suggest, I would like you people, before my class, please go through the agile program, like not agile program, agile model a bit. There are types of testings are there in agile. Types of testings in agile are there. So I would request you just go through it and prepare a report on it. Or if you don't want to prepare a report, that is also okay, because then I'll need to ask you a question just to verify that you people have gone through it or not. Is it okay? So what you will do? Will you prepare the report and submit, or should I ask you a question? Then that question will be asked to everyone. Those who, like, whoever will be present, I'll ask question to everyone. Because we are on the verge of completing module 1. Probably tomorrow we will start with the module 2 only. Is it? So you will be comfortable in what? Just tell me. Should I ask you question, or you will be writing and submit it in the classroom? Let's do one thing. No need to write a report. Okay, just go through it once. Available notes are there, like in for agile in Google. Just go through it. I'll ask you question from a bit about it. Okay, like what you know about it, the agile, and that thing only I'll ask. Okay, is it okay for everyone?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, no need to write anything, please. But please go through agile model. Okay. Okay, please, CRs, please share with me the attendance, or Aziz or Junmuni, whoever. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Thank you.
Please take the screenshot if you need.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Good.